Hello YouTube, and good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. For me it's morning because I'm recording this in the morning. I have a very simple job I would like to show you today, and it is on these cylinder heads for a 350 Vortec, or it may have also been used on that's the 5.7 liter, it may have also been used on the 5.3 liter Vortec engines produced from about 1996 through 1999. There's also a V6 equivalent of these, missing, of course, one cylinder, and they were also called the Vortec engines. They continued to use those at least through 2002, maybe a little bit later. I don't know. Check your engine, see what it's made of. But I'm doing a job on here. I had some work done to these heads to have the valve stem bosses, or the valve guide bosses, depending on who's talking, what they're going to call them. They had to be cut down just a little bit for me in order to fit these springs around the boss. It had to be cut down. So if you have stock unmodified Vortec engines and you have them stripped down to their bare form, then this little step down area here is going to be much more pronounced and wider. That's the only difference, but the procedure I'm about to go through will be the same regardless. If you've had your heads machined down for lift, for a higher lift camshaft, it'll also be different, but mine are still, they're at the stock height because I didn't need that. So what is a valve seal? I'm glad you asked. This is a valve seal. It is a positive type seal. It looks very similar to an umbrella, but I believe that the difference is an umbrella has a separate O-ring that goes with it, and this is more or less built in. What does it do? It fits over your valve stem and will allow, or will not allow, oil to go through. It sort of acts like a squeegee on the stem. Let me pan the camera down here real quick so you can see the tools we'll be working with to do this job. It's really not that difficult, but I just couldn't find the information online in a very straightforward manner, so I thought I'd show you. I have, starting with the front, is just a lid to hold a little bit of oil. You'll need some unused motor oil to lubricate some things. I have some sockets that will be used to drive in the new seals. Obviously you need a valve with a valve stem, because a valve stem seal doesn't do much good without a valve stem to seal. There's a tool that comes with the new seals that is a plastic tool. It just slips over the valve stem in order to keep things from getting damaged as it goes in. And then you'll use that. There's two of them that come in the box, and the box which I'm using is Felpro. So here's the other one. Felpro makes these seals. Here's the package of them. You want to make sure and get the right ones. I had an issue where I went to the store and they gave me the box for the V6. I ended up ordering two because I thought, oh, I don't have enough. And it turns out I had enough, I just had it for the wrong engine. They're the same seals in the V6 and the V8. So fortunately, if you were watching this to try to get some help doing this job, it's the same thing. You just have less to do if you're on a V6. So the other tool I need is coffee, and you probably saw the hammer. Coffee may in fact be the most important tool in this job. So it's not a dirty job, but I am using a glove because I'm just using my finger to get the oil on the new seals. I won't go into too much more detail to keep this video simple, but here is one of the new seals. I am using an old one to sit on top of it so that when I hammer this, I'm not damaging anything on the new one. What you'll want to do is take just a little bit of oil, get it inside there, get the thing nice and lubed and ready to go. Then you can usually set it on top of one of the bosses, just enough it'll stay on its own. It's not going to be straight, it's not going to be perfect. Don't ram it on there because you could damage the rubber on there. Then you want to take your protective sleeve, put it on your valve stem. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. What you want to do is get it in there first. And then that will be important as this all comes together. Okay, so slide the valve stem through first, then slide it on top, and see how, because this plastic was able to make space for it, now it can sit on there just right. Take your second or your old seal, slide it on top. Then you take your socket, and I used, this is a 12 millimeter. You may want to use a 13, just depending on how your socket set works and what the sizes look like. Then it's as simple as tapping it in. Do it gently. Kind of get it on straight. The purpose of having the valve stem already in there is that it sort of guides it as you go on. It sounded like it's seated. If you don't get it seated all the way, it will probably seat whenever the engine is in operation. And now you slide it off, and that's all you have to do. So repeat the same process. You'll notice once it's in, your valve, if you try to press it down, it'll hang on the end. Don't press it all the way out. You will damage your seals, or you could damage your seals. They're brand new. You just got them on there, so that's not what you want. Let me show you real quickly for those who are interested what it looks like on the other side. So here is a head with nothing in place, and here's the one with something in place. So on the back side, you now see the valves are installed. If I can get you the lighting. There they are. So that is all. Thank you for tuning in. Hope this helps.